excited to be able to play you this next little thing that we did today. It kind of came about on Friday, Ham, when I was wandering through the marketing department looking for a free Coke. And didn't find that. Found something better. Found some press shots, some headshots of Grumpy Dave.
Why he's taken these, I don't know.
He had all the moves. Blue steel, sideways sitting, everything except a Harley Davidson.
He's done casual boss very fun. Very well.
Yeah.
Denim, open shirt, nice brown leather loafer. Yeah. Just leg, ankle up on knee. Yeah. Just, I'm relaxed.
Yes,
I hire and fire. Yeah. Yes, I have to be grumpy. It's my job. I got hundreds of dollars to manage here.
And so, this is our boss, everybody. If you'll just tune in, welcome, by all means.
Now, another interesting part of the Grumpy Dave tapestry is... On Friday, he accidentally admitted to us that he has thought in the past he looks like George Clooney.
Yeah, we put up a poll at hamishandy.com. Results were varied. A lot of people saying yes there. On Facebook, there was a resounding no. We thought we've got to take this one step further to get the actual result. What better than to use these press shots that obviously have no other use because no one's ever writing anything about Grumpy Dave.
If you haven't seen Dave on the front cover of the latest Rolling Stone magazine, that's because he's not.
So we thought we'd get some billboards made up, mobile billboards.
Yeah.
And they'd been charging around the city today. We had a few of them going about. We've got to thank mediashop.com.au. They're kind of an out-of-the-box type creative.
One of these non-traditional, we'll get your message across.
Yes. And
it's a tough message to get across, though.
Because what
Media box,
we had,
Media shop.
We had a big one, billboard that just said the new George Clooney, the picture of Grumpy Dave, and also thoughts, ? Text this number.
Yeah.
We needed to be able to reveal this to Dave. We wanted you guys to be a part of it. So we took Dave down for a coffee outside the studio here. We're recording a bit with him because he's upset that Boris the volcano has started up again, and you and I, Ham, are planning to go across to Great Britain and Ireland in a week and a bit's time to do a Caravan of Courage broadcasting of wherever we stop.
Now, that's exciting, but Dave, because he's footing the bill, he's a bit nervous about this volcano.
Waste money on all the things we've booked. That was the guise for our chat downstairs, but really, we were just hanging for these mobile billboards to come across and then to see his reaction. So, Dave, we brought you out for a coffee.
Yeah, and I can see that. This is actually about the first time in 5 years, so...
Sitting outside.
What's going on?
It's cheaper if you sit outside.
No, well, I know you haven't brought me down for just a free coffee, so what are we doing down here?
Cool, so we don't have to pay?
No, you'll have to pay because you've invited me. And I'm paying for this stupid caravan trip. And talking about that... So we are a little bit worried about today. The airport has been closed down in London for 6 hours.
I think it's a good sign because it's sort of like, it's good to get...
sign.
It's good to get bad luck out of your system. But the last thing I would want is I would be terrified if they hadn't shut it down.
It's like having a lost game in a World Cup warm-up match rather than on the day.
Exactly.
Guys, I don't think it's anything like any of those ideas. I think what we've done is we've just proven that this is a massive risk.
I think
we kept talking to Dave, waiting for our mobile billboard to arrive. Moments later it did, and for your listening pleasure, we've put a little bell in to signify the exact moment of when they drove past.
I'm thinking... Oh, what's that?
What the hell is that? You guys are nuts. Do you honestly think...
Look at that! It's the new George Clooney. Who's the new George Clooney?
Have you used my image on a billboard? You guys are absurd.
I actually asked for George Clooney. There must have been a mix-up at the ad agency. They must think you look like George Clooney as well.
Well, now we've got a situation where there's unauthorised usage of my image.
Don't get legal.
You guys are fair income idiots. Take that away. Go away.
Do a lap.
Don't do a lap. Go home.
I've been travelling around all day.
Go home. You're such a dad. Go home.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I think it's an amazing resemblance.
People can text what they think. It's like thoughts at the bottom. We've been getting texts all day.
Well, what have they been saying?
Well, we'll reveal that on the show.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
There you go.
Go home.
There's also a video of the exact reveal, hidden camera, HamishAndy.com.
I just like the idea.
It's a head cock,
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know,
He's very confused. It's like when you see a dog that doesn't really understand. Like when you pretend to throw a ball and then you show it, you've still got it in its hand, in your hand. I like the idea of the people that are driving.
It's a mongoose head cock.
Yeah.
He kind of just goes up into the side a little bit.
Bit of a meerkat from Dave.
Exactly. It's like, what's going on?
Imagine if you are like the wife of the guy that drives the Vespa and he comes home at like 1:30. She goes, I thought you were at work all day. No, some guy like George Clooney told me to go home, so I just did.
He joins us now, the new George Clooney. Grumpy Dave, thank you for taking the call.
Yeah, no, it's my absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Now, I know that we want to keep you on a good side, Dave, because obviously you are fitting...
You're not doing very well.
Good to hear you laugh. There's that joyous tinkle of laughter.
Fitting the bill for Caravan of Courage. But we thought, the new George Clooney, we had thoughts, ? Text this number, so people could text in what they actually thought, whether you were the new George Clooney.
Because we want to get it out there, Dave, just as much as you do. I mean, you can't run this campaign alone. We're on your side.
You've just blown this way out of proportion. This is ridiculous.
Okay, Dave, a lot of the texts were just confusion.
Yeah.
Most of the texts are what are you talking about? And we had to really filter through those. But we've picked out two of our favourites each.
Do you want to kick it off, Ando?
I'll kick it off. Now, Dave, I don't agree with this one, but, I've got to represent what the people are saying. The text message simply read, the new George Clooney, the new boring idiot.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, isn't it?
It is, Dave, because I don't think you get a chance to express your personality anyway on the billboard. It's quite hard to be entertaining. All you're doing is just sitting there with a half smile on your face. My favourite one of my favourites was just a text that said, this is a waste. Now, I don't know if that meant of money, of time, if someone was angry that a few seconds of their life had been robbed so that they could read and comprehend the billboard.
But Dave,
maybe a waste of my image, and it could have been used for better purposes.
Maybe, Dave.
Such as, I mean, you are wearing some nice, sensible brown loafers. You've done a cool shoe ad,
Dave. Like X Factor, consider that, or Australia's Got Talent. Consider my last one. That was more of your Kyle Sandilands.
Yeah.
I need to sprinkle in a little nicer one, a little more Danny Minogue.
Give it a bit of Danny.
This text message simply read, "I'd give him one."
One what?
Well,
oh, come on,
Dave. You know what they're saying.
One film, because you're George Clooney.
So they're saying that you got a bit of appeal there, Dave.
Okay, well, that's nice. Who's that from?
Well, we don't know.
Okay.
And because you've got a wife and kid, we're not giving you the text number.
We're hiding these numbers from you, Dave.
Okay, hey?
In response to your billboard, Grumpy Dave, that just read the new George Clooney, I've had texted in the old Jason Coleman.
I'm not sure. Is that a compliment or is it a slap in the face?
I just think it's more...
I would take that as another slap in the face.
More sort of like if he let himself go and gave up choreographing and just ate sticky buns for a living.
Yeah. Terrific, guys. This has been a great compliment.
Okay. Well, let's leave it at that as far as the ones that got texted in. Dave, as we walked back inside with the recording equipment, there was a grandma on the side of the road, and she was really trying to adjust and check her eyes with regards to your big picture on a billboard and the new George Clooney.
And we said to her, did you see that? And she was a bit confused by it. We couldn't resist. We asked her what she thought.
And this was her response.
He doesn't look anything like George Clooney. He's put on weight.
That was a go at you as well, Dave, saying that you put on weight, or George Clooney's put on weight.
I think that's probably the harshest one of all, coming from a grandma.
Yeah,
I know.
She's got wisdom on her side too. They can be tough critics.
Dave, I mean, there's some good advice there. There's also, some good feedback. You take what you want out of it. All we can establish is...
I take nothing out of it. I take nothing out of it. What I do take is you guys can go on caravan and it will now be a one-way trip.
Oh!
Well, best of luck with your campaign, mate. We're just trying to help.